Welcome to another episode of Ship of War, my review of Mr. Peabody and Sherman. Mr. Peabody and Sherman is directed by Rob Minkoff. It stars Ty Burrell as Mr. Peabody, and the premise of this film is about Mr. Peabody and his adopted son, Sherman. Mr. Peabody is a dog, but he's not any dog. He's a very intelligent dog. He's smarter than most human beings. And you see this throughout the movie, that this dog is super smart. And he has his adopted son who is intelligent as well, but he has a lot of faults as a human. The movie continues on into an adventure between Mr. Peabody and his son Sherman when it comes to time traveling, and it becomes a really interesting movie when it comes to educating those who don't know about historical things. The thing about this movie that I liked, but at the same time kind of confused me, was that I liked the fact that it was very educational. It's not just a movie with poopy and pee-pee jokes just to have the kids laughing, even though there was some, poopy jokes. Were there any pee-pee jokes? I don't remember pee-pee jokes, but there were a few poopy jokes in the movie to make the children laugh. Even though I was expecting more of that, it also had some real adult humor. Like, there was two particular jokes that all the adults in the theater I was in were just cracking up after it was delivered. It's kind of funny because Mr. Peabody is very intelligent in the way he talks. He would say things in reference to things that even Sherman wouldn't understand, but you as an adult you will understand. But then as a child, I don't think a child would understand a lot of things he would say. As an adult, of course I'm going to enjoy those aspects of the movie, but this movie is for children, and I felt like the children humor wasn't really strong, and some children humor is jokes that you can also chuckle at and laugh at, and there wasn't enough of it, I feel like. And then if there was, I don't recall laughing at them as much as I've laughed in previous movies that had the usual children humor in it. The thing that you really have to appreciate about this movie is the fact that it does pander to adults a lot, so that's always a good thing. And the other thing I really liked about this movie was that it was a pretty enjoyable story. I liked the premise of this movie. I got to see the movie in 3D, and I think the 3D worked pretty well for this film. I thought the animation was really good as well. I think they did an excellent job with that. So I'll definitely recommend this movie to anybody who's interested in seeing this film. If you're a big Mr. Peabody fan, if you've ever seen the cartoons back in the day, reruns on Nickelodeon, you will appreciate this movie. I think there's things in there that you'll appreciate from what I remember of the cartoon. Sure, they changed certain stories, especially when it comes to Sherman and Mr. Peabody's relationship, but it's not, in my opinion, a bad thing. In a way, it makes the story a lot more endearing between their relationship, so I actually really like that little change that they put into the movie. So overall, again, I definitely recommend this movie to anybody who has any interest in seeing this movie for whatever reason. Check it out. It's worth the watch. So that is my review for Mr. Peabody and Sherman. Thank you for watching, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Divergent is directed by Neil Berger. It stars Shailene Woodley, Miles Teller, Kate Winslet, Ashley Judd, and a bunch of other very talented actors and actresses. Now, the premise of this story, it takes place in the future. It takes place in Chicago. Chicago is the Chicago we know of today. It looks like something really horribly wrong happened there, and basically everywhere else in the United States, because Chicago is pretty much the only place that seems to have any type of human life there. And because of